Vice President Pence is spending today comforting a grieving community. He's meeting with survivors of the Texas church shooting. The vice president will also attend a vigil as Sutherland Springs tries to heal.
And new at 5:30, this visit comes as we learn more details about the suspect's troubled past. The FBI is leading the investigation.
Vice President Mike Pence landed at Randolph Air Force Base in Texas this afternoon. He will meet with survivors of the First Baptist Church shooting, as well as victims' families. 16-year-old Haley Kruger was one of those killed. Her best friend, Allison Gould, says she just wants to know why.
Why these people, these innocent people? Why would you do that to them? Like, what have they done to you?
Since the shooting, a series of revelations have painted a dark picture of the gunman's past. He was a suspect in a 2013 sexual assault. The previous year, after he escaped a mental health facility, a police report called him a danger to himself and others. He was also caught sneaking weapons onto his Air Force base and threatened to kill his commanding officers, and discharged for bad conduct after being convicted of beating his then-wife and her child. The Air Force admits it failed to properly submit Kelly's criminal history to authorities, something that would have prevented him from buying guns. Some local lawmakers are now calling for tighter gun laws. They say Texas needs to act now to keep guns out of the hands of people who are not allowed to have one.
It's real easy to look back and say, well, none of the laws that we have in place or none of the background checks could have stopped this. Okay. What about the next one? Because it's coming. It's going to happen.
The pastor of the First Baptist Church says services will be held there this Sunday, a week after the deaths of half its congregation.
Several shooting victims are still hospitalized, 10 of them in critical condition.